Hey there, YouTube Shady Bill's Garage here, coming out with you with a Will It Run video. And my son just went out to buy his first bike now that he got his driver's license that he's doing on his own. So this popped up, and it's a 2004 Suzuki 125L that he just picked up, and I guess the guy just marked it as sold. So as you see, it says not much about it. 125 needs carb clean, has compression, 500 bucks. He went out there, and good or bad, he actually threw some starting fluid in it. He just called me, and it fired off, and that I guess made this guy not super motivated to sell, and he wasn't able to get it for under $500. So he paid 500 bucks, which seems reasonable at the I think one or two pictures it is. There's not much here. One, two, that's it. So when things show up this cheap, I don't know. It doesn't seem like I really cared much about selling it. Very little description, two crappy pictures. Doesn't look very bad. But we're going to find out in a minute as he shows up. So $500, will it run? What does it need? How much is it going to cost him to get into a little 125 dirt bike? All right, stay tuned. All right, so here he is. Looks like he bought himself a dirt bike. It's yellow. All right, Chris. So you're back. How did your, what do you think about the bike?
It's alright. It's missing some side panels, which isn't that big of a deal. The carburetor's kind of like, musty, but when I got there, I put some starting fluid in the airbox and then it kind of kicked right over. So
Okay. How'd the motor sound?
It sounded alright. It sounded like a regular dirt bike.
No tapping or nothing like that? Were you able to keep it running long enough to like put it in gear and see if it moved?
No.
No? All right. Well, let's take a look at it. Why don't you pull up a little bit and we'll park it and take the bike off. All right, let's take a look at this thing. All right, so what we have here is, according to the YouTube ad, or the Facebook ad, it is a 2004 DRZ 125L. I did a little investigation on this thing before he came and picked it up, or before he got home. It looks like this thing was the same bike as a KLX 125, just with yellow plastics instead of green. And it's an L, which gives it bigger wheels and disc brakes in the front. There's a smaller version that has drum brakes in the front. So I think it's a 19-inch front. Let's see, does it say? 170, 119 is the front tire. And a 16-inch in the back. Looks like a 90, 100, 16 in the back. It's kickstart only. And let's see what it needs. It needs no side panels, obviously. Oh, it looks like he's missing a kickstand. That's a bummer. And he told me the shifter sucked. Oh, yeah, you can see. There's a lot of play there. But that's just a linkage. That shouldn't be super detrimental. We'll see what we can do for finding for parts for that. But step one is let's get this thing running. You said it started on starting fluid, but it wouldn't idle. So my guess is, Chris, what's your guess? What does that usually mean if a bike will run but it won't idle?
Doesn't that mean the jets are clogged?
Yes. So especially with gas sits, especially nowadays with all the ethanol and the fuel, this is your carburetor. If you don't know anything, we're going to show you how to pull that out and how to clean this really quick. The jets are really, really small on these little engines. And the alcohol and gas now just gums up so fast. It can be like 2-3 months and the bike will not run. So we're going to pull that carb out, and we're going to clean the jets, and hopefully we take this thing for a ride today. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad little backwoods bike. All right, let's see if you can really get a driving bike for 500 bucks. Okay, so he unbolted the carb, took the float ball off. I'm a little worried this is not a factory carb. I see no markings of any manufacturer on it, so I think this thing has a cheap aftermarket Chinese carb. So I'd say I'm a little worried, Chris. He removed the jets, and here's the jets. You have the main jet and the primary jet. Can you blow through that little one there? Try to blow air through it. Is there air going through it? Okay. The problem here might be you really got air through there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That does not make me happy. That does not make me happy at all. I think this might be crappy Chinese carb. Let's clean it all out. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these right here. So basically, this is a great carb cleaner. Take a piece of wire, take the insulation off, and take one of these pieces. So pull one of the, put that on, and try to go through all the little holes and through the whole thing there. Okay, with that wire. We're gonna do that through both jets, and we're gonna put the car back together and see if it'll run. All right, Chris. All right, we'll put the car back together. Let's see what happens. Okay, kickstart only. Looks like our kickstart's not in the right position. All right, it's idling. Let's pull this, pick the bike up. Ooh, something squeaky. I think that rusty chain's a little squeaky. Well, it runs, doesn't smoke. Have any power?
Yeah.
Give it a spin. Let's go down the block. All right. I think third gear. Oh, I don't like that he's not wearing a helmet. When I meant down the block, I meant down the driveway. I know he'll do a wheelie. Yep, because that's all he does. Oh, it sounds good.
Not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. All right, maybe we should, I think we gotta do a little carb adjustment. It seems to be hanging a little high. But I don't know. Maybe we take it through the woods? All right. But you should put some air in your tires too.
Yeah.
Dude, $500 and it runs. How can you go wrong?